Hey, it's Yay for Yarn, and today I'm unboxing the January 2020 Knit Crate. Alright, so here is the first Knit Crate of the year, and as always I am super excited to open this up and see what I got this time. I've noticed that the boxes that the Knit Crates come in have gotten like more and more green lately. Not that that really matters, I just thought that was interesting. Alright, so let's see what's in here. Alrighty, this is really pretty. Okay, so we've got a tonal solid, a semi-solid, and then a coordinating variegated yarn that matches. So this right here looks like our extra, and it's a tiny little knitted hat. I'm not exactly sure what it's for. I mean, it's cute. I don't know what it's for. So we'll have to look in the booklet and see if it says anything about that. But there's our extra, I guess. That's the extra for this month's crate. It's a tiny knitted hat. Very cute. I don't know if it has a purpose or not, but we'll see. And then here is the yarn. So we've got 2 different colorways in one crate. That is pretty cool. So the yarn is Knitology Worsted, and this is 100% Superwash Merino. And this has a very nice, squishy, but still has some structure to it, kind of merino feel. And it doesn't feel scratchy at all. It's very smooth, very soft, and has that springiness to it that a lot of pure superwash merinos have. So that is very pretty. I love the tonal beige that we've got here. And there's a little bit of like a ivory cream in it too, and then this lighter brown. And then this is the coordinating variegated. So this one has some of those same browns and creams, like the beige in it. And then we've also got some of this this green. I would call this maybe chartreuse, but it's kind of like a bright yellowish green. And then here is a kind of purplish color. It's like a grayish purple. And then we've got this bright orange. It's like a red orange. More of that chartreuse. And then we go back into the beige on this side. So this one is the same base. It's the same Superwash Merino yarn, but it's just got a different colorway on it. So these are going to knit up or crochet up very neat because we've got 2 different colorways that we can kind of work with together. So that is some pretty awesome yarn. And let's see what's in the book. So here is the booklet for this crate. So here is the theme for the month. It's citrine. And this one is some pretty interesting color combinations that you don't usually see. So here's one of the sock crate colorways, and then here's one of the membership crate colorways. So here are the membership yarns, and there's several here. This is the one that I got with the beige and the kind of more neutral tones. Then there's also a very pretty blue with a matching blue, purple, and gray variegated. And then this one has a golden yellow with a really cool orange, yellow, purple, and green colorway, a variegated colorway that goes with that one. And then here are the sock yarns. So we've got a solid orange, a solid olive green, and then a solid grayish blue. So here are the patterns for this crate. Here is the cowl that we saw on the front cover. And this one kind of mixes the variegated seed stitch with that solid cable. Here is the knit sock. That is pretty cool. It has kind of like a chevron herringbone texture on it. And then these socks have a very small bumpy texture. These are the crochet socks. And then here is the cowl for the crochet pattern. So there is another photo of the knitted cowl. And it also looks like on the inside that it is a second layer of just the solid color. And then here is the crocheted cowl. And here are the knit socks. So you can see these a little better here, and I really like the texture that they have on them. That is really cool. Then here is the crocheted sock. This one seems to have a really high heel in the back, like the heel flap kind of goes way up the ankle. Interesting. And this one, as I mentioned, has a very small bumpy kind of texture to it. And that is all that's in the book. So here is the theme peek for February. And this looks pretty exciting because I'm seeing a lot of pink here, and I really like pink. So I would love to get something in one of these soft pinks. That would be really neat. So this looks pretty promising for next month. But overall, I like what we've got in the crate here. This is a really unique combination of yarns, especially since we normally get two yarns that are exactly the same. You know, two skeins of the same yarn, whereas this time we got two coordinating skeins of the same yarn, but they're different colorways. So that is pretty cool. And that kind of gives you something different to play with, you know, trying to come up with something to make out of these yarns. And this little tiny knitted hat is really cute, but I'm still not sure what it's for. So I'll hang on to that, but I don't know exactly what the purpose of this is. I think it's just something that looks cute and you put it somewhere in your craft room for decoration, I guess. So thanks so much to Knit Crate for sending me this crate to review. I love the yarn in this crate, and I can't wait to make something out of it. I'm not real sure what I will make yet, but definitely something that combines these two colorways. And if you want to try your own Knit Crate subscription, you can use the link in the description box down below and use the coupon code YAYFORYARN20 to get 20% off of your first crate. And I think this is a great option for anybody who likes yarn, anybody who wants to try something a little different, especially now that you can choose which colorway you're going to get each month. I have mine so that I'm just surprised I get a randomly selected colorway, but you can choose which colorway you're going to get. So you never have to worry about getting a color that you don't like, because you can pick which one you want before the end of the previous month. So honestly, I think this would be a great subscription box for any fiber artist or yarn lover. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you've ever tried a yarn subscription in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, making sure you click the little bell next to the subscribe button to be notified of new videos. Thanks for watching.